The marble floor gleams under harsh fluorescent lights. Marcus Chen pushes his cleaning cart down the 42nd floor hallway of Elevation Tech headquarters. His blue maintenance uniform hangs loose on his frame. The fabric is worn but clean, always clean. He takes pride in that. It is 11:30 at night. Most of the offices are dark. Most people went home hours ago to families waiting with dinner still warm on the table. Marcus has no one waiting, just his daughter Lily sleeping at his sister's apartment across town, 7 years old with eyes that see the world differently than everyone else. Autism spectrum disorder, level 2. That is what the doctors call it. Marcus calls it beautiful and terrifying in equal measure. He stops at office 427. The light is still on. Through the frosted glass he can see movement, a silhouette pacing back and forth like a caged animal. He knows who it is. Everyone on the night shift knows. Victoria Hayes, 34 years old, CEO of Elevation Tech, worth $800 million according to Forbes. Cold as winter steel according to everyone who works here. Marcus has been cleaning this building for 8 months. In all that time, Victoria has never looked at him, not once. He is invisible, a ghost in blue polyester pushing a cart full of cleaning supplies and quiet dignity. He knocks softly on the door frame. The pacing stops. Maintenance, need to empty the trash. Make it quick. Her voice cuts through the door like a blade. Marcus enters. Victoria stands by the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Seattle. The city sprawls below like a circuit board, all lights and connections and invisible currents of money flowing through fiber optic cables. She does not turn around. He moves to the trash can beside her desk. It overflows with takeout containers and crumpled papers, evidence of someone who works too much and lives too little. You are still here late, Miss Hayes. She finally turns. Her suit is perfectly tailored, black on black. Her dark hair pulled back so tight it must hurt. Her eyes are sharp, calculating, the eyes of someone who sees people as numbers on a spreadsheet. Observant, she says it like an insult. Is there a reason you are making conversation? Marcus ties the trash bag slowly. No, ma'am, just noticed you are here every night. That is how you build an empire. Victoria turns back to the window. By working while everyone else sleeps. Or maybe that is how you forget why you are building it in the first place. The words slip out before Marcus can stop them. Stupid. So stupid. You do not talk back to billionaires. You definitely do not tell them they are doing life wrong. Victoria spins around, her face flushes with anger. Excuse me? Marcus keeps his head down. Nothing, ma'am. I apologize. No. She steps closer. Say it again. Tell me how you think I should live my life. You, a janitor. The way she says janitor, like it is the worst thing a person can be. Marcus meets her eyes. For the first time in 8 months, he really looks at her past the expensive suit and the cold mask. He sees exhaustion, loneliness, a woman who has everything except what matters. I am just saying, ma'am, building things is good, but if you do not have anyone to share it with, what is the point? The point? Victoria laughs. It is not a happy sound. The point is success, power, proving everyone wrong who said I could not do it. And are you happy? The question hangs in the air between them, heavy and dangerous. Victoria's jaw tightens. Happiness is for people who settle. I do not settle. Maybe that is your problem. Get out. Miss Hayes, I did not mean to. I said get out. Her voice rises, sharp enough to shatter glass. Marcus grabs his cart and leaves. His heart pounds against his ribs. That was stupid. So incredibly stupid. He needs this job. Lily needs this kind of job. The therapy alone costs $3,000 a month. Insurance covers almost nothing. He pushes the cart toward the elevator. His hands shake slightly as he reaches for the button. Behind him, a door slams open. Small running footsteps echo down the hallway. Marcus turns. A boy runs toward him. maybe 6 years old, dark hair falling in his eyes. He wears expensive pajamas, Spider-Man, the silk kind that cost more than Marcus makes in a week. The boy does not look at Marcus's face. His eyes focus on the cart, on the bottles of cleaning solution lined up in perfect rows. Blue, green, yellow, blue, green, yellow. The boy recites the pattern over and over. His hands flap at his sides, stimming. Marcus recognizes it immediately. "Hey, buddy." Marcus kneels down to the boy's level. "Are you okay?" The boy keeps reciting. Blue, green, yellow, blue, green, yellow. Marcus does not touch him. You do not touch autistic children without permission. Instead, he matches the boy's rhythm. Blue, green, yellow. You are right. That is the pattern. The boy's eyes flick toward Marcus for just a second. Recognition flashes across his small face. "Oliver!" Victoria's voice cracks like thunder. She runs down the hallway. Her heels click against marble. "Oliver, get away from him!" But Oliver does not move away. Instead, he steps closer to Marcus. His small hand reaches out and touches the janitor's name tag. Marcus. Oliver reads it slowly. Mar-cus. "That is right, buddy. I am Marcus." "Oliver, come here right now." Victoria reaches them. She grabs her son's arm and pulls him back. "Do not touch him. Do not talk to him." Oliver begins to cry. Not normal crying, a meltdown. He screams and his whole body goes rigid. Victoria looks panicked, lost. She has no idea what to do. Marcus speaks quietly. "Miss Hayes, may I?" "You may not." She holds Oliver tighter. He screams louder. "I have a daughter. She is like Oliver. I know how to help." Victoria looks at him, really looks at him for the first time. She sees something in his face, truth maybe, or desperation matching her own. She lets go. Marcus kneels again. He does not touch Oliver. He just starts humming, a simple pattern, 3 notes, over and over. Oliver's screaming quiets, his breathing slows. After a minute, he starts humming the same 3 notes. They sit there in the empty hallway, a janitor and an autistic boy humming together while a billionaire CEO watches with tears in her eyes. Finally, Oliver's body relaxes. He looks at Marcus, really looks at him, makes eye contact for 3 full seconds. "Safe," Oliver whispers. "You are safe." Marcus's throat tightens. "Yes, buddy, you are safe too." Victoria stares at them both. Her face has gone pale. "How did you do that?" "Practice." Marcus stands slowly. "And love. Mostly love." "My nanny quit today." Victoria's voice cracks. "The 3rd one this month. Oliver has. He has challenges. Most people cannot handle it." "It is not about handling it," Marcus says gently. "It is about understanding it." Oliver tugs on Marcus's uniform. "Blue, green, yellow." "That is right," Marcus smiles. "You want to help me clean? I could use an assistant." Oliver looks up at his mother, waiting for permission. Victoria opens her mouth, closes it, opens it again. I do not think that is appropriate." "Why not? He is happy. Look at him." Victoria does look. Oliver is smiling, actually smiling. She cannot remember the last time she saw her son smile. "Just for a few minutes," Marcus says, "while you finish your work. Then I will bring him back to your office." Every instinct tells Victoria to say no, to grab Oliver and run. This man is a stranger, a janitor, someone beneath her, but Oliver is smiling. 15 minutes, Victoria says finally. "Not a second longer." "Yes, ma'am." Victoria walks back to her office. She leaves the door open, watches through the glass as Marcus shows Oliver how to spray cleaner on the windows. The boy is fascinated. He sprays in patterns, perfect rows, left to right, top to bottom. Marcus talks to him the whole time, not baby talk, real conversation, like Oliver is a whole person who deserves respect. If you are enjoying this story so far, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me where in the world you are watching from. I love hearing from you. 15 minutes pass, then 30. Victoria finds herself unable to call Oliver back. She watches them work together. The janitor treats her son with more patience and understanding than anyone ever has. including her. Finally, Marcus brings Oliver back. The boy is tired now. Calm, he goes to his mother without protest. "Thank you." Victoria's voice is barely a whisper. "Any time, Miss Hayes." "How did you know what to do?" Marcus hesitates. Then he pulls out his phone, shows her a picture, a little girl with dark curls and eyes that do not quite meet the camera. She is arranging blocks by color. Her face shows pure concentration and joy. "My daughter Lily, 7 years old. Autism spectrum disorder level 2, same as Oliver, I think." Victoria stares at the photo. "You raised her alone?" "Her mother left when Lily was 2, said she could not handle it, could not handle a child who was different." Marcus's voice goes hard for just a moment. "Some people only love you when you are easy." Victoria's eyes fill with tears. She blinks them back quickly. CEOs do not cry, especially not in front of janitors. "I am sorry." She does not know what else to say. "Do not be. Lily is the best thing that ever happened to me. She taught me that different is not broken. Different is just different." Oliver tugs on Marcus's hand. "Come back?" "I work here every night, buddy. I will see you again." "Promise?" Marcus crouches down. "I promise." Oliver wraps his small arms around Marcus's neck. A hug. Oliver never hugs anyone, ever. Victoria's hand flies to her mouth. Tears stream down her face before she can stop them. Marcus gently untangles himself. "Good night, buddy. Good night, Miss Hayes." He walks away, pushing his cart. The sound of wheels on marble fades into the distance. Victoria stands in the empty hallway holding her son. Oliver is relaxed against her chest, content, at peace. "Mommy?" Oliver's voice is muffled against her shoulder. "I like Marcus. He understands." "Understands what, baby?" "Me." That one word breaks something inside Victoria. A wall she has built brick by brick over years of fighting to prove she is enough, strong enough, smart enough, successful enough. But none of that matters, because her son just hugged a janitor and called him safe. She carries Oliver back to her office, lays him down on the leather couch, covers him with her suit jacket, watches him sleep. Then she walks to her desk and opens her computer, types a name into the search bar. Marcus Chen. The results make her breath catch. Dr. Marcus Chen, PhD in Child Development Psychology, published researcher, former director of the Pediatric Autism Center at Seattle Children's Hospital. She scrolls through academic papers, awards, recognition from the autism community. Then she finds the news article from 3 years ago. Renowned autism researcher loses hospital position after whistleblowing scandal. Victoria reads every word. Her hands shake. Marcus had discovered the hospital was denying treatment to low-income families, claiming their insurance did not cover necessary therapies. But Marcus found proof. Internal memos showing the hospital was maximizing profits by only accepting wealthy patients. He reported it, went to the board. When they buried it, he went to the media. The hospital fired him, sued him for breach of confidentiality, destroyed his reputation, made sure no research institution would hire him again. He lost everything, his career, his home, his standing in the medical community, all because he tried to help children like his daughter. Victoria closes the laptop, walks to the window. Seattle glows below her. All those lights, all those people, all of them invisible to her until tonight. She thinks about how she spoke to Marcus, the contempt in her voice when she called him a janitor. He is not just a janitor. He is a man who gave up everything to do what was right, a man who now cleans floors in the building where he should have an office. And she treated him like he was nothing. Oliver stirs on the couch. "Marcus," he murmurs it in his sleep. Victoria's phone buzzes, a text from her executive assistant. Board meeting moved to 7 a.m., quarterly projections below target. They're getting restless. She looks at the message, looks at her son sleeping peacefully for the first time in weeks, looks at the empty hallway where Marcus disappeared. Something shifts. Inside her, cracks, opens. For the first time in years, Victoria Hayes asks herself a question that terrifies her. What if she has been measuring success completely wrong? What if the janitor who makes her son feel safe is worth more than all the money she has ever made? She does not have an answer. Not yet. But she knows one thing. Tomorrow night, when Marcus comes to clean, she is going to apologize. And maybe, just maybe, she is going to ask him to teach her how to really see her son. Because if a man in a blue maintenance uniform can reach Oliver in 15 minutes, while she has failed for 6 years, then she has a lot to learn about what really matters. Victoria sits down at her desk, opens a new document, begins typing. New position, autism consultant and family services coordinator. She writes through the night, creating a job that does not exist yet. One that would bring Marcus Chen back to the work he was born to do, not because she owes him, but because her son deserves to be understood, and maybe, deep down in a place she has not looked in years, she deserves to understand him too. The sun rises over Seattle. Victoria has not slept. Oliver wakes up on the couch and the first word he says is Marcus's name. In that moment, Victoria Hayes makes a decision that will change 3 lives forever. She is going to fix this, all of it, starting tonight. The next night, Marcus arrives at Elevation Tech at his usual time, 10:30. The lobby is empty except for the security guard who nods without really seeing him. Marcus swipes his badge and heads to the service elevator, the one employees are not supposed to use. He rides up to the 42nd floor. His cart rattles softly. The sound echoes in the metal box. He thinks about last night, about Oliver's small arms around his neck, about Victoria's tears. He should not have said those things to her, should not have lectured a billionaire about life. Now she probably complained to building management. He will be lucky if he still has a job. The elevator doors open. Marcus pushes his cart into the hallway. Victoria stands there waiting. She wears jeans, actual jeans, and a sweater that looks soft and worn. Her hair hangs loose around her shoulders. No makeup, no armor. She looks human. Mr. Chen. Her voice is different, quieter. May I speak with you? Marcus's stomach drops. If this is about last night, ma'am, I apologize. I was out of line. You were not out of line. Victoria steps closer. You were right. Marcus blinks. I am sorry. What? You were right. She repeats it like she is testing the words in her mouth. I have been so focused on building this company that I forgot why I started it. I forgot everything. Silence stretches between them. I looked you up, Victoria continues. Her hands twist together nervously. Dr. Marcus Chen, Ph.D. in Child Development Psychology, former director of Seattle Children's Hospital Autism Center, published researcher, winner of the Morrison Award for Excellence in Pediatric Care. Marcus's jaw tightens. That was a different life. Why did you not tell anyone? Because it does not matter anymore. It matters. Victoria's voice cracks. You lost everything trying to help children like Oliver, like your daughter, and I called you just a janitor. I am a janitor. No. She shakes her head. You are a man who chose integrity over comfort, who chose truth over security. That makes you more than most people in this building, including me. Marcus looks at her, really looks. He sees something he did not expect. Shame, real genuine shame. Why are you telling me this, Miss Hayes? Because I want to offer you a job. Marcus laughs. It comes out bitter. I have a job, a different job, a real job. Victoria pulls out a folder. Autism consultant and family services coordinator. You would develop programs for employees with special needs children, create support systems, train managers on neurodiversity, work directly with families who need guidance. She holds out the folder. Marcus does not take it. Salary is $120,000 a year. Full benefits. Education fund for Lily. Private therapy covered completely. You would have an office, a team, the resources to actually help people. Marcus stares at the folder. $120,000. He makes $32,000 now, before taxes. That kind of Money would change everything. Lily could have the best therapies. He could stop working 70-hour weeks. They could move out of his sister's one-bedroom apartment into a real home, but no. Victoria's face falls. What? I said no. Marcus turns toward his cart. Thank you for the offer, Miss Hayes, but I do not need your charity. This is not charity. This is a real position. A position that did not exist until last night. Marcus looks back at her. You feel guilty, I understand, but I do not need to be saved by a billionaire with a conscience problem. That is not fair. Fair? Marcus's voice rises. You want to talk about fair? 3 years ago, I had everything, a career I loved, a salary that let me provide for my daughter, respect from my colleagues. Then I tried to do the right thing, and they destroyed me. His hands shake. The words pour out, all the anger he has buried for years. They sued me for $3 million, took my house, my savings, everything. I had to move in with my sister, sleep on her couch, watch Lily cry because she did not understand why Daddy's friends stopped coming around, why we could not go to her favorite park anymore because it was on the wrong side of town. Victoria listens. Tears stream down her face. So forgive me, Miss Hayes, if I do not trust rich people who want to fix things with money, because money does not fix the damage. It does not give me back the 3 years I lost. It does not explain to my daughter why the world is so cruel. He grabs his cart and starts to walk away. I need you. Marcus stops. Victoria's voice breaks completely. I need you, not because I feel guilty, because Oliver needs you. Because last night was the first time in 6 years I saw my son truly happy. The first time he felt safe with someone other than me. She walks around to face him. Her eyes are red and swollen. I am a terrible mother. I love him so much it hurts, but I do not know how to reach him. Every nanny quits. Every therapist gives up. Every day I watch my son struggle, and I am powerless to help him. Her voice drops to a whisper. Then you walk into his life, and in 15 minutes, you do what I have been trying to do for years. You make him feel understood. Marcus's anger cracks, softens. I am not asking you to save me, Victoria continues. I am asking you to help my son, to teach me how to be the mother he deserves. And yes, to let me give you back what was stolen from you. She opens the folder. Inside are photos. Oliver was smiling yesterday. Oliver organizing Marcus's cleaning bottles. Oliver is finally at peace. Please, Victoria's voice is barely audible. Please help us. Marcus looks at the photos, looks at Victoria, looks at his cart full of cleaning supplies. He thinks about Lily, about the therapy bills piling up, about the dreams he buried because the world told him he was not allowed to have them anymore. I need to think about it. Take all the time you need. Can I ask you something, Miss Hayes? Victoria, please call me Victoria. Victoria. The name feels strange in his mouth. Why do you care so much? You could hire anyone, the best specialists in the country. Victoria wipes her eyes. Because specialists see Oliver as a case study. You see him as a person. There is a difference. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small toy car, blue, Oliver's favorite color. He keeps asking when Marcus is coming back. He has never asked for anyone before, not his father, not his therapists, just you. Something in Marcus's chest tightens. I will give you my answer tomorrow night. Thank you. Victoria walks back to her office. Marcus watches her go. Then he looks down at his cart. At the bottles are arranged in perfect rows. Blue, green, yellow, the pattern Oliver loved. He pushes the cart forward and starts cleaning, but his mind is somewhere else, somewhere dangerous and full of hope. The next morning, Marcus picks up Lily from his sister's apartment. She bounces in her car seat. Her backpack is covered in rainbow patches. Daddy, are we going to the park? Yes, sweetheart, the one with the swings. The one with the blue swings or the red swings? Blue swings. Marcus knows better than to change the routine. Lily needs predictability like she needs air. They drive to the small park near the university. It is quiet on weekday mornings. Lily runs straight to the swings. Marcus pushes her gently. She laughs. The sound fills his whole heart. Higher, Daddy. Not too high. Remember what happened last time? I flew. You fell, sweetheart. There is a difference. Lily giggles. Flying and falling are the same thing. You just stop at different times. Marcus smiles. His daughter sees the world in ways that break his heart and put it back together. Lily, can I ask you something? Yes, Daddy. What if Daddy got a new job, a different job, one where I do not have to work at night anymore? Lily stops swinging. She hates changes. Why? Because I could spend more time with you, and you could have better therapy, and maybe we could get our own apartment. I like Auntie Mai's apartment. I know, sweetheart, but do you not want your own room with walls you could paint any color you want? Lily thinks about this. Her face scrunches in concentration. Purple. Any color, even purple. And you would be home at night to read me stories every single night. Lily looks at him, her dark eyes serious. Daddy, are you sad cleaning floors? The question hits Marcus like a fist. What makes you think I am sad? Your face. When you come home, you do the sad face. Marcus swallows hard. He thought he was hiding it better. Sometimes Daddy gets tired, but I am not sad when I am with you. But you are sad other times? He cannot lie to her. Sometimes yes. Lily nods slowly. Then you should do the new job, because Daddy should not be sad. Marcus lifts her off the swing and hugs her tight. When did you get so wise? I was always wise, you just did not notice. He laughs, really laughs. You are right, I should have been paying better attention. They sit on the bench. Marcus buys them both ice cream from the truck. Chocolate for Lily, vanilla for him. They eat in comfortable silence. Daddy? Yes, sweetheart? Will the new job have other kids like me? Maybe. Why? Lily takes a careful lick of her ice cream. Because I do not have friends who understand. Everyone at school thinks I am weird. Marcus's heart breaks. You are not weird. You are special. Special means weird, but polite. No, special means rare, like a diamond. Lily considers this. Diamonds are just rocks that got squeezed. That is what my teacher said. Exactly. Pressure made them valuable. I do not like being squeezed. I know, baby, I know. They finish their ice cream. Marcus's phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Oliver wants to show you something. Can you come by this afternoon? Victoria Marcus stares at the message. He should say no, keep his distance, protect himself from more disappointment. But then he looks at Lily, at her chocolate-covered smile, at the hope in her eyes when she talked about meeting other kids like her. He types back, what time? The response is immediate. 2 p.m. My home address is 22847 Lakeview Drive. Please bring Lily if you want. Oliver would love to meet her. Marcus shows Lily the message. Want to meet someone? Who? A boy named Oliver. He is 6, and he is special too, like you. Lily's eyes widen. Really? Really? Does he like blue? Marcus smiles. He loves blue. Then okay, I will meet him. The address leads them to a neighborhood Marcus has only seen in magazines. Houses that are not houses but estates. Gates that require codes. Lawns that require full-time gardeners. He pulls up to number 2847. The gate is open. Victoria stands in the driveway. She wears jeans again, a simple t-shirt. She looks nervous. Oliver stands beside her. He clutches the blue toy car. His eyes dart around, not making contact with anything. Marcus parks and gets out, opens the door for Lily. She takes his hand and squeezes hard. New places are difficult. Hi. Victoria's voice is soft. Thank you for coming. Thank you for inviting us. Oliver sees them. His eyes land on Lily. For a long moment, neither child moves. Then Lily speaks. I like your car. Blue is the best color. Oliver's face lights up. Blue is the best color. I have 17 blue things at home. I have 34 blue things. That is more than me. Do you want to count them? Lily looks up at Marcus. He nods. She lets go of his hand and walks toward Oliver. The two children stand together, not touching, not making eye contact, but absolutely connected. Victoria watches with tears in her eyes. I have never seen him talk to another child like this. Lily does not have many friends either, Marcus says quietly. Kids do not understand her. Maybe they understand each other. Oliver leads Lily inside. They disappear into the house. Two small figures on a shared mission to count blue objects. Victoria and Marcus stand in the driveway. The silence feels heavy with things unsaid. Your home is beautiful. It is too big, Victoria says. Oliver and I live in 6 rooms. The other 20 just sit empty. Why not move somewhere smaller? Because this house is supposed to prove I made it, that I am successful. She gives a sad smile. Turns out success is lonely. They walk inside. The house is exactly what Marcus expected. Marble, glass, art that costs more than he will make in his lifetime. But it feels cold, like a museum someone forgot to fill with life. Oliver and Lily are in the living room. They have lined up every blue object they can find. Pillows, books, a ceramic vase, a child's blanket. 41, Oliver announces proudly. That is more than 34. Lily agrees. You won. Do you want to see my room? I have more blue things there. Lily looks at Marcus. He nods again. The children run upstairs. Their footsteps echo through the massive house. Victoria and Marcus sit on the pristine white couch. It looks like no one has ever actually sat on it before. I have not made my decision yet, Marcus says, about the job. I know, I am not trying to pressure you. Then why did you invite us here? Victoria is quiet for a moment. Because I wanted you to see who you would be helping. Not just Oliver, but children like Lily, too. She hands him another folder. Inside are proposals, plans for a neurodiversity program at Elevation Tech, support groups for parents, subsidized therapy, educational resources. I stayed up all night working on this, Victoria says. If you say yes, this is what we could build, together. Marcus reads through the pages. It is everything he ever wanted to create, everything he tried to build at the hospital before they stopped him. Why are you really doing this, Victoria? She looks at him, her eyes full of something raw and honest. Because 3 years ago, when your life fell apart, no one caught you. Everyone just watched you fall. Her voice breaks. I do not want to be another person who watches. I want to be someone who catches. If you are hooked on this story, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Your support means everything and helps me bring you more emotional stories like this one. Marcus feels something shift in his chest. A wall crumbling. What happened to Oliver's father? Victoria's face goes hard. Richard, we divorced 2 years ago. He is a corporate lawyer, makes partner at 40, drives a Porsche, lives in a penthouse downtown. Does he see Oliver? Once a month, if we are lucky. The bitterness in her voice is sharp enough to cut. He wanted a perfect son, an athlete, someone he could show off. When Oliver was diagnosed, Richard said, I did not sign up for this. I am sorry. Do not be. It showed me who he really was. Victoria wipes her eyes. He sends money, lots of it, like that fixes anything, like Oliver needs another trust fund instead of a father who actually shows up. Marcus nods slowly. Lily's mother was the same. She left when Lily was 2, said she could not handle a broken child. Lily is not broken. I know that, you know that, but some people, they only love you when you are easy. They sit in silence. 2 people who have been abandoned by the ones who promised to stay. Upstairs they hear laughter, real, genuine laughter. Oliver and Lily have found each other in a world that does not understand them. They are good together, Victoria says softly. Yes, they are. Marcus. She turns to face him fully. I am not trying to buy you. I am not trying to ease my guilt. I am trying to do something that actually matters. She takes a shaky breath. I built a company worth $800 million. And you know what? None of it matters. Not one single dollar matters if I cannot help my son, if I cannot make the world easier for children like him. Her voice drops to a whisper. You are the first person who looked at Oliver and saw possibility instead of problems. The first person who did not quit. Please, please help me be that person too. Marcus looks at this woman, this powerful CEO who has everything except what she needs. He sees himself 3 years ago, desperate, alone, fighting for a child the world wanted to forget. I will take the job. Victoria's eyes widen. Really? On 3 conditions. Anything. 1, I work with all employees who need help, not just executives, janitors, security guards, cafeteria workers, everyone. Done. 2, we create a scholarship fund for low-income families who cannot afford therapy. Real help, not just tax write-offs. Absolutely. 3, Marcus meets her eyes. You let me teach you how to really see Oliver, not as someone to fix, but as someone to understand. Victoria's face crumbles. She nods, unable to speak. Then I accept. She reaches out and hugs him. It surprises them both. Marcus stiffens, then slowly hugs back. He cannot remember the last time someone hugged him. Not his sister, not even Lily. Just strangers in professional relationships who keep their distance. But this feels real. Victoria pulls back quickly. I am sorry, that was inappropriate. No, it was kind. They smile at each other, awkward and uncertain but genuine. Footsteps thunder down the stairs. Oliver and Lily run into the room, both holding blue objects like trophies. Daddy, we found 63 blue things. Lily's face glows with joy. That is amazing, sweetheart. Oliver tugs on Victoria's hand. Mommy, can Lily come back, please? Victoria looks at Marcus. I think that can be arranged. The 4 of them stand in the massive empty house. 2 parents who have fought alone for so long. 2 children who finally found someone who speaks their language. It is not perfect. It is messy and complicated and full of uncertainty. But for the first time in years, it feels like hope. That night, Marcus gives his notice to the cleaning company. 2 weeks. He will finish out his contracts professionally. Then he starts his new life. His sister Mai screams when he tells her, jumps up and down like a teenager. I knew it. I knew something good was coming. Lily makes him repeat the story 3 times. She wants every detail perfect. When he finishes, she says seriously, Daddy, I am proud of you. I am proud of you too, baby. Why? I did not do anything. You taught me that different is not broken. You taught me to keep fighting even when the world says no. You are my hero, Lily. She climbs into his lap and hugs him tight. You are my hero too, Daddy. The best hero. They fall asleep on Mai's couch, Lily curled against his chest. Both of them dreaming of blue things and new beginnings. Across town, Victoria sits in Oliver's room. He is asleep finally, his small hand clutching the blue car. Mommy, he murmurs without opening his eyes. Marcus is coming back, right? Yes, baby, he is coming back. Good, I like him. I like him too. Oliver smiles in his sleep. Victoria kisses his forehead and tiptoes out. In her study, she opens her laptop, begins drafting the announcement. Elevation Tech proud to welcome Dr. Marcus Chen as Director of Neurodiversity and Family Support. She writes late into the night, creating the position, structuring the program, building something that will outlast her, something that actually matters for the first time since starting this company. Victoria feels like she is doing something right, not for shareholders, not for profit margins, not for her reputation, for children who need someone to fight for them, for parents who need someone to catch them, for a man who lost everything but never lost his integrity. She saves the document and closes her laptop. Tomorrow she will tell the board. They will have questions, concerns. They will call it risky and unnecessary, but she does not care anymore. Because tonight, her son slept peacefully, and tomorrow, a good man gets back what was stolen from him. That is worth more than all the quarterly reports in the world. Victoria turns off the lights and heads to bed. In the darkness, she whispers a prayer she has not said since childhood. Thank you for bringing him to us, for giving us a chance to do better. She does not know if anyone hears, but saying it makes her feel less alone. Upstairs, Oliver dreams of blue things and Marcus's kind voice. Downtown, Lily dreams of a new friend who understands, and Marcus dreams of possibility, of second chances, of a life where broken things get fixed not with money, but with patience and love and people who refuse to give up. Somewhere between night and morning, 3 lives begin to weave together. The collision is over, the connection is forming, and everything is about to change. Marcus's first day as Director of Neurodiversity and Family Support starts at 8 in the morning. He stands outside Elevation Tech headquarters wearing a suit he bought at a discount store, navy blue, the tie slightly crooked because he is out of practice. Victoria meets him in the lobby. She wears a sharp gray suit, her CEO armor back in place, but when she sees him, her face softens. Ready? As I will ever be. They ride the elevator to the executive floor, the 40th. Not the 42nd where Marcus used to push his cleaning cart. This floor smells different. Expensive cologne and coffee from machines that cost more than cars. Victoria leads him to an office, corner office. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city, a desk made of dark wood, bookshelves waiting to be filled. This is yours. Marcus stands in the doorway, unable to move. 3 years ago, he had an office like this. Then it was taken away. Now here he stands again, but it feels fragile, like a dream that will dissolve if he blinks too hard. Marcus? Victoria touches his arm gently. Are you okay? I am terrified. The words come out raw, honest. What if I fail? What if I am not good enough anymore? You are enough. You have always been enough. He looks at her. How do you know? Because Oliver slept through the night for the first time in months. Because Lily smiled when she talked about her new friend. Because you see people, really see them. That is a gift, Marcus. One this company desperately needs. Before he can respond, the door opens. A man walks in without knocking. Expensive suit, perfect hair, cold eyes that assess Marcus like he is calculating his worth. So this is him. The man's voice drips with contempt. The janitor. Victoria's face goes hard. Richard, what are you doing here? Richard, the ex-husband. He smiles, but it does not reach his eyes. I heard about your new pet project. Came to see for myself. Marcus is our new Director of Neurodiversity and Family Support. Show some respect. Respect? Richard laughs. For a man who got fired for stealing confidential information? For a janitor playing dress-up? Marcus's hands clench. I was a whistleblower, not a thief. Semantics. You cost a hospital millions in lawsuits, destroyed careers, and now Victoria is giving you a corner office and God knows how much money. Richard steps closer. Tell me, Marcus, how does it feel to be a charity case? Get out. Victoria's voice is ice. Now. This is exactly why I am here. Richard pulls out a folder. I am filing for full custody of Oliver. The air leaves the room. Victoria goes pale. You cannot be serious. Dead serious. You are making reckless decisions, hiring unqualified staff, exposing our son to a man with a criminal history. I was never charged with a crime, Marcus says quietly, dangerously. But you were sued, lost everything. What kind of example is that for children? Richard's smile is cruel. Face it, Victoria, you are so desperate to fix Oliver that you will trust anyone, even a con artist in a cheap suit. Victoria moves between them. Oliver is thriving. For the first time, he has someone who understands him. Oliver needs stability, not your latest social experiment. Richard heads to the door, pauses. My lawyers will be in touch. And Marcus, enjoy the office while it lasts. He leaves. The door closes with a soft click that sounds like a gunshot. Victoria sinks into a chair. Her hands shake. He cannot take Oliver. He cannot. Marcus kneels beside her. Has he ever tried this before? No, he barely sees Oliver. This is about hurting me, about control. She looks up, tears streaming. And I gave him ammunition by hiring you. Then I will resign. What? No. Victoria, if me being here puts Oliver at risk. You are not the risk. Richard is. She stands abruptly, pacing. He does not care about Oliver. He cares about winning. Marcus's phone buzzes. A text from his sister Mai. Turn on the news. Now. He pulls out his phone, opens a news app. His stomach drops. Elevation Tech CEO hires, disgraced. Doctor Who cost hospital millions. The article has everything. His firing, the lawsuit, photos from 3 years ago when the media crucified him, but worse, much worse. Sources close to Hayes say the relationship between CEO and new hire may be more than professional. Is this romance or another scandal waiting to happen? Victoria reads over his shoulder. Her face goes from pale to gray. They are calling me a gold digger. Marcus's voice is hollow, saying I seduced you to get the job. That is insane. Is it? He looks at her. Think about it, Victoria. Single father with a struggling daughter meets wealthy CEO, suddenly has a 6-figure job and a corner office. What would you think? I would think you earned it. You are the only one. His phone rings. Unknown number. He answers. Dr. Chen? A woman's voice. Professional, cold. This is Amanda Walker from Seattle Children's Hospital Legal Department. We need to discuss your new position. Marcus closes his eyes. What about it? Your termination agreement included a non-compete clause. You agreed not to work in pediatric autism services within Washington State for 5 years. I am not working in a hospital. I am working for a tech company, providing autism services, which violates the agreement. We will be filing an injunction to block your employment. You should receive papers within 48 hours. She hangs up. Marcus sets down the phone, looks at Victoria. They are coming after me, the hospital, Richard, the media, everyone. We will fight them. With what? I cannot afford lawyers. I cannot fight a custody battle that is not even mine. I cannot... His voice breaks. I cannot do this to you and Oliver. Marcus, please. I am sorry, Victoria. I thought I could do this, but I was wrong. He walks out of the office, past the expensive furniture and the city views, into the elevator, down to the lobby, out into the Seattle morning where the rain falls cold and relentless. Behind him, Victoria stands alone in the office that was supposed to be the beginning of something good. Instead, it feels like the end. That night, Marcus sits in Mai's apartment. Lily is asleep. He stares at the custody papers Richard had delivered, at the news articles, at the hospital's legal threats. Everything he touches turns to ash. Mai sits beside him. You cannot give up. I am not giving up. I am being realistic. Realistic is another word for defeated. Mai, I lost everything 3 years ago. I cannot lose it all again. You are not losing. You are fighting. She grabs his hands. That little boy needs you. Victoria needs you. And whether you admit it or not, you need them too. It does not matter what I need. Richard will take Oliver if I stay. The hospital will sue me into oblivion. I will destroy Victoria's reputation and Oliver's stability. How is that fighting? Mai is quiet for a long moment. You know what Mama used to say? Which thing? She said a lot. The strongest trees grow in the fiercest winds. Mai squeezes his hands. You have been through hell, Marcus, but you are still standing. That means something. It means I am too stubborn to know when to quit. No, it means you are strong enough to matter. Before Marcus can respond, his phone rings. Victoria. He lets it go to voicemail. It rings again and again. On the fourth call, Mai grabs the phone and answers. He does not want to talk right now, Victoria. Please. Victoria's voice cracks through the speaker. Please let me talk to him. It is Oliver. Marcus takes the phone. What happened? He is having a meltdown, the worst I have ever seen. He is asking for you, screaming your name. I do not know what to do. She is crying, full sobs. Please, Marcus, I know you want to walk away, but he needs you. Right now, he needs you. Marcus looks at Mai. She nods. Send me your address. I am coming. Marcus arrives at Victoria's house 20 minutes later. He can hear Oliver screaming from the driveway. Not tantrum screaming, meltdown screaming. The sound of a child whose nervous system is completely overwhelmed. Victoria opens the door. Her face is red and swollen. Thank God, I tried everything. Nothing works. Marcus follows her. Inside. Oliver is in the living room. He has knocked over furniture, torn pillows. His small body is rigid with panic. Blue things, Oliver screams. Where are my blue things? Marcus understands immediately. The blue objects he and Lily counted. Oliver's anchors. They have been cleaned up, put away. His safe space destroyed. Marcus does not approach. He sits on the floor, starts humming. The same 3 notes from the first night. Oliver's screaming does not stop, but it quiets slightly. Marcus keeps humming, patient, steady. Victoria watches. She wants to help, but does not know how. The blue things, Marcus says softly without stopping the humming. Where did they go? I put them away. Victoria's voice breaks. The house was messy. I thought, he needs them, all of them, in the same spots. Victoria runs, grabs the blue pillow from the closet, the blue books from the shelf, the blue blanket. She places them exactly where they were, slowly, so slowly. Oliver's breathing calms. Marcus is still humming, still giving Oliver the pattern he needs. After what feels like hours, Oliver's body relaxes. He looks at Marcus, really looks. You came back. I promised I would, buddy. But Mommy said, she said people leave. She said Daddy left. She said everyone leaves. Marcus's heart shatters. He looks at Victoria. She has her hand over her mouth, tears streaming. I am not leaving Oliver. Promise? I promise. Oliver crawls over, climbs into Marcus's lap, buries his face in his chest. I was scared. Everything was wrong. I know, but it is okay now. The blue things are back. I am here. You are safe. They sit like that, Marcus holding Oliver, humming quietly. Victoria watching the man who was supposed to be just an employee become the father her son never had. When Oliver finally falls asleep, Marcus carries him upstairs, tucks him into bed, arranges the blue car on the nightstand where Oliver can see it. Downstairs, Victoria has made tea. They sit in the kitchen, exhausted. I did not know, Victoria whispers. I did not know. He heard me say that, about people leaving. Children hear everything, especially the things we do not want them to hear. He was talking about Richard, my father, everyone who promised to stay and did not. She wipes her eyes, including me. I am here, but I am not really here. I am always working, always distracted, always failing him. You are not failing him, Victoria. I am. You saw what just happened. He did not call for me. He called for you. Marcus takes her hand. He called for me because I understand what he is going through, but he loves you. He needs you. You are his mother. A terrible one. No, a human one. Marcus squeezes her hand. You are learning. We are all learning. Victoria looks at their joined hands. I cannot let you walk away, Marcus. Oliver cannot lose you. I cannot lose you. Richard will take him if I stay. Then we fight Richard together. The hospital will sue me. Then we fight the hospital together. The media will destroy both our reputations. Let them. Victoria's voice is steel. I do not care what they say. I care about my son. I care about doing what is right. And you are right. Marcus looks at her, this woman who has everything except what matters, who is finally learning that love is more valuable than money, that showing up is more important than success. I am scared, Victoria. Me too. What if we lose? Then we lose fighting, which is better than winning by running away. They sit in the kitchen as dawn breaks. Two broken people holding each other up, planning a war they might not win, but finally, not fighting alone. 1 week later, the boardroom at Elevation Tech is packed. Every board member, Richard and his lawyers, hospital attorneys, media reporters somehow allowed in. Victoria stands at the head of the table, Marcus beside her, both of them facing the storm. The board chair speaks first. Miss Hayes, we have serious concerns about Dr. Chen's position. The legal exposure alone is worth it. Victoria cuts him off. Marcus Chen is the best person for this job. His past does not change that. Richard stands. Your Honor. He gestures to the judge in the corner, observing for the custody hearing. This proves my point. Victoria is making emotional decisions that put our son at risk. The only risk to Oliver is you. Victoria's voice is sharp. You abandoned him when he needed you most. Now you want custody? For what? To prove you can win? To protect him from your recklessness. Recklessness? Victoria laughs. It is not a kind sound. I am giving our son something you never could. Understanding, support, a father figure who actually shows up. He is not Oliver's father. He is a janitor you elevated to feel good about yourself. Marcus stands. I was a janitor. I am not ashamed of that. I did honest work to support my daughter. After you were fired for trying to protect children like Oliver, like my daughter, children who deserve access to care regardless of their parents' bank accounts. Marcus's voice is steady, strong. You want to paint me as a criminal? Fine, but everyone in this room knows the truth. I lost everything because I refused to let a hospital profit off denying treatment to vulnerable kids. The room goes silent. Marcus continues. I do not need this job. I can go back to cleaning floors. But Oliver needs someone who sees him, who understands him, who will never make him feel like his autism is a burden. He looks directly at Richard. Something you never gave him. Richard's face goes red. You have no right. I have every right. Because Oliver asked me to be here. Your 6-year-old son chose me. What does that say about you? The judge leans forward. Mr. Hayes, how often do you see your son? Richard shifts uncomfortably. I have a demanding career. How often? Once a month. Sometimes once a month. The judge writes something down. And you want full custody? Oliver needs stability. He has stability. Marcus pulls out his phone, shows a video. Oliver and Lily counting blue things. Both children laughing. Happy. This was last week. Oliver is thriving. He has a friend who understands him, a mother who is learning to reach him, and yes, he has me, someone who will fight for him. The judge watches the video. Her face softens. Your Honor, Richard's lawyer stands. We also have concerns about Dr. Chen's relationship with Miss Hayes, the appearance of impropriety. There is no relationship, Victoria says firmly. Marcus is my employee and my friend, nothing more. But as she says it, she realizes it is not entirely true. Over the past weeks, something has shifted. Marcus has become more than an employee, more than a friend even. He has become essential. The judge looks at Victoria. Miss Hayes, in your professional opinion, is Dr. Chen qualified for his position? Absolutely. He is the most qualified person I have ever met. And his past termination was unjust. He was punished for having integrity, for refusing to be complicit in harming children. Victoria's voice does not waver. If anything, his past proves he is exactly the person I need running this program. The hospital's lawyer speaks up. Your Honor, the non-compete agreement is void. A new voice enters. Everyone turns. An older man walks in. Gray hair, kind eyes. He wears a simple suit. Who are you? The board chair asks. Dr. James Morrison. I ran the pediatric autism program at Seattle Children's before it was corrupted by profit margins. He looks at Marcus. Dr. Chen worked under me. He was and is the finest clinician I have ever trained. Marcus stares. Dr. Morrison, sir, what are you doing here? What I should have done 3 years ago, telling the truth. Morrison hands papers to the judge. These are signed statements from 15 staff members who witnessed the hospital administration bury Marcus's findings, who watched him get destroyed for trying to protect vulnerable patients. He looks at the hospital attorneys. The non-compete was designed to silence him, to make sure he could never expose what you did. But I kept records, communications, proof that you knew Marcus was right and you destroyed him anyway. The hospital lawyer goes pale. Those are sealed documents. No, they are evidence of corruption, and I am done being silent. The judge reviews the papers. Her face grows stern. This hearing is over. Mr. Hayes, your custody petition is denied. Miss Hayes retains full custody. Richard's face goes purple. This is not over, Victoria. Yes, Victoria says quietly. It is. You lost Richard. You lost the moment you chose your pride over your son. Richard storms out. His lawyers follow. The judge looks at the hospital attorneys. As for the non-compete agreement, it is unenforceable. Dr. Chen is free to work wherever he chooses. She gathers her papers. Miss Hayes, Dr. Chen, I wish you both luck with your program. God knows we need more people willing to fight for children. She leaves. The board members file out, murmuring amongst themselves. Finally, it is just Victoria, Marcus, and Dr. Morrison. Marcus turns to his old mentor, tears in his eyes. Why, after everything, why help me now? Morrison grips his shoulder. Because I should have fought for you then. I was a coward. I let them destroy you. His voice breaks. I am sorry, Marcus. I am so deeply sorry. Marcus hugs him. Thank you for finally standing up. I should thank you for never giving up, for still believing children matter more than money. Morrison pulls back. I am starting a new clinic, independent, non-profit. I want you to consult, if you have time between saving Victoria's company. Marcus laughs through his tears. I will make time. Morrison leaves. Marcus and Victoria stand alone in the empty boardroom. We won, Victoria whispers. We did. She turns to him. I lied earlier, to the judge. About what? When I said you were just my employee and friend. She steps closer. You are more than that, Marcus. You have become everything. Marcus's breath catches. Victoria, I am not asking for anything. I know this is complicated. I know we have to be careful, but I need you to know. She takes his hand. You changed my life. You changed Oliver's life. And somewhere along the way, I fell in love with the man who was brave enough to tell a billionaire she was doing life wrong. Marcus stares at her, this brilliant, powerful woman who learned to be vulnerable, who fought for her son, who stood beside him when everyone else walked away. I love you too. The words come out quiet but certain. I think I have loved you since that first night, when you cried watching Oliver hug me, when you saw him as a person instead of a problem. Victoria smiles, really smiles. So what do we do now? We take it slow. We do this right, for Oliver, for Lily. And for us? And for us. They stand close, not quite touching, but the space between them feels full of possibility. Marcus? Yes? Thank you for not giving up, for staying, for fighting. Thank you for catching me when I fell. They leave the boardroom together, walking side by side. Two people who started as employer and janitor, who became allies, friends. And now something more, something worth fighting for. 6 months later, Marcus stands on stage at the Elevation Tech annual conference. The auditorium is packed. Employees, families, children. When I started here, he speaks into the microphone, his voice steady. I was a janitor. I cleaned floors and emptied trash cans, and I was invisible. He pauses. But I was not less valuable. I was not less worthy of dignity. I just had not met someone who could see past the uniform. He gestures to Victoria sitting in the front row, Oliver on her lap, Lily beside them. Victoria Hayes taught me that second, chances are real, that people can change, that family is not just biology, it is choice. The screen behind him lights up. Photos of the neurodiversity program, support groups, therapy sessions, happy families. In 6 months, we have helped 300 families, provided over $2 million in subsidized therapy, created support networks that did not exist before. Marcus's voice grows stronger, but more than that. We have created a culture where being different is not a weakness, it is a strength. Oliver waves at him from the audience. Marcus waves back. Some of you know my story, how I lost everything, how I had to start over pushing a cleaning cart. He smiles. I am not ashamed of that. Those months taught me that worth is not about titles or paychecks. It is about showing up, doing the work, fighting for what matters. Applause ripples through the crowd. This program exists because one CEO decided profit is not more important than people, because she chose to invest in human dignity instead of shareholder dividends. Marcus looks at Victoria, because she had the courage to listen to a janitor who told her she was doing life wrong. Victoria laughs, wipes her eyes. We have a long way to go. There are still barriers. Still families are struggling. Still children who need advocates. Marcus's voice fills the auditorium. But we are not stopping. We are just getting started. The room erupts in applause. Marcus steps down. Lily runs to him. He scoops her up. You were a great daddy. You think so? The best. Even better than when you clean floors. He laughs. I will take that as a compliment. Victoria approaches Oliver. The boy looks at Marcus with pure adoration. Can we count blue things later? Oliver asks. Absolutely, buddy. Lily wants to show you her new collection. The four of them walk out together, past the reporters, past the cameras, past the whispers about the CEO and her former janitor. They do not care about the whispers. They only care about each other. Outside, the sun breaks through Seattle's famous clouds. A rare, perfect day. Daddy, Lily tugs his hand. Yes, sweetheart. Are we a family now, all of us? Marcus looks at Victoria. She nods, tears in her eyes. Yes, baby. We are a family. Good. Lily takes Oliver's hand. I always wanted a brother. Oliver smiles. I always wanted a sister who likes blue. The children run ahead. Marcus and Victoria walk slowly behind them. This is really happening, Victoria says softly. We are really doing this. Having second thoughts? Never. She takes his hand. I spent years building an empire. It was empty, cold. This? She gestures to their children playing together. This is what I was supposed to build all along. A family? A life that matters. They stop walking, stand in the sunshine, watching Lily and Oliver chase each other, two children who found each other in a world that did not understand them. I love you, Marcus Chen. Victoria says it clearly, proudly. I do not care who knows. I love you too, Victoria Hayes. He pulls her close. Thank you for seeing me, for fighting for us, for being brave enough to believe a janitor could save you. You did not save me. Victoria smiles. We saved each other. They kiss, soft and gentle, a promise of things to come. When they pull apart, Oliver and Lily are staring at them. Are you guys going to get married? Lily asks bluntly. Marcus and Victoria laugh. Maybe someday, Victoria says, if your dad asks nicely. I will practice. Marcus grins. They walk home together, four people who were broken and alone, who found each other in an elevator, in a moment of crisis, in the space between one life ending and another beginning. The work is not over. There are still custody hearings to monitor, programs to build, families to help, a world to change one child at a time. But for now, in this moment, they are enough. A janitor who became a doctor again, a CEO who became a mother again, two children who found the family they always needed, and love, real, genuine love, built on respect and sacrifice and the courage to see past what people are supposed to be, to see who they really are, and that is worth more than any empire, more than any title, more than anything money can buy, because some things cannot be bought. They can only be built together. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you loved this story, check out the other videos on your screen now. I think you will really enjoy them, and do not forget to subscribe if you have not already. See you in the next story.